White dishes are like a little black dress. Everybody needs some. Hey guys, it's Kristi. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my white dish collection and how we have them organized. So we have never had white dishes before, and we'd been wanting to make the transition to white dishes for quite some time, but had never gotten around to it. And then when we just recently moved from Alaska, we decided that this was definitely the time that we needed to do it. So before we moved, we got rid of all of our dishes in Alaska, and then when we moved here, we went ahead and bought some new dishes. So I'm going to be sharing with you what we chose as the staple pieces for our collection, and we'll be adding to that over time. But hopefully this will give you some ideas of what you might like. If you already have a white dish collection, you might want to add to it, or if you haven't started yours yet, maybe some ideas for helping you get started. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. That way I know that you enjoyed it and would like to see more videos like this. If you're not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and become part of our Inspired Living community. We'd love to have you join us. So here we are at my kitchen island, because this is actually where I have my dishes stored. Traditionally, I've always kept them in an upper cabinet, but we had the opportunity in this house to be able to put them in this lower cabinet. We added these pull-out shelves. That was one of the first things we did when we moved into the house. We love these pull-outs. They are from Shelf Genie. These are rated for 100 pounds, so you can see that I can put all these dishes on here, even on the top shelf, and I don't need to worry about it. So let's go ahead and start looking at the collection. Most of the dishes on the top shelf are from Williams-Sonoma, their Pantry Essentials collection. We did some research and we found that the reviews on these were pretty good, and so we decided to go with these. They're beautiful. These are a nice bright white color. They are very sturdy. The first bowl we have is just our soup bowl. It's a shallow bowl, but it's actually pretty wide in diameter. We use this bowl for so many things. We use this for if we have stews, things where you're gonna have a lot of gravy, soups, gumbo, all types of different things. This is also the pasta dish that we use. My husband loves his spaghetti, so we have this whenever we have spaghetti. The next plate that I have here is the appetizer plate, and we did get sets of 12 for all of these, just so that we would have a whole set if we ever were entertaining. And then one of the ones that we use the most is this bowl right here. So this is just their everyday regular bowl. We love those. Use those for everything. In the back we have the dinner plate, and that's actually the one we probably use the least. For most of our meals we tend to use the smaller salad plate or the bowl that I showed you earlier. On the top shelf we also have these bowls. We only got 6 of these from West Elm. I absolutely love these bowls. These are my favorite. I use this for everything. We make guacamole a lot, so we put that in here. We put sauces in here, sauces. We also use it for side dishes. So it's the possibilities for this bowl are just endless, and we love these. They were actually pretty affordable too. The other thing that we got from West Elm are these little sauce dishes. So we love these for putting condiments in. That's everything that I have on the top pull-out shelf. And notice that this is located right across from my dishwasher, so it makes putting the dishes away so much easier. One thing that people worry about with white dishes is whether or not they will match. Let's take a look at the bottom shelf and you'll see that it really doesn't matter. I have different shades of white and they all work together beautifully. So on the bottom shelf is where I keep most of my serving dishes, and then also where I keep a couple of extra different types of bowls. I love these bowls. They're white with little bluish green accents on the outside and bluish green on the inside. So these are nice for serving dishes, or if you're entertaining, you could put candy in here. So many things you can do with those. We also have these bowls that have designs on them. So I think that's one thing that's really neat to do with white dishes, is you can get them in different shades and textures, and it doesn't matter, they all work together. So I have this texture right here, and then we got this pattern right here, which is just raised dots all over it. And then we got one in kind of a honeycomb pattern. So those are great for entertaining. And the other thing about those is you can put those throughout your house. So if I ever want to put a candy on one of my tables, coffee table or anything, or just to help accessorize a table, I thought I could use those bowls as well. So I always like to use things that are multifunctional, and those 2 sets of bowls are definitely multifunctional. And both of these sets also came from West Elm. In the front here, we have a set of 4 of these dishes that we got from Costco. a while back. These are so great. These make wonderful serving dishes. That's what we tend to use those bowls for. And then over here, we have 2 of these little olive oil dishes. So these are great if you have bread and you want to make a dipping sauce with olive oil and herbs. These are great little dishes for that. So we just have 2 of those. Notice the shape on these bowls and the colors. This is more of a bone white than a pure white, but it works perfectly with all of the other dishes. So I don't know if you can tell, but these 2 aren't exactly the same shade of white, but they work perfectly together for a table setting. I also love mixing and matching the different shapes of dishes. Under that, I have 2 serving bowls. We also got these from Costco. I love the shape of them. These make great serving dishes. We use this for all types of things. Pastas, salads, anything you can imagine could go in here. The last pieces we have in that stack are the 4 white dishes. Notice they're kind of the squared with the rounded edges that I got from the dollar store. These work great for entertaining. I can put out appetizers on these plates, so I really like these. And behind that, I have this set of 3 glass dishes that I really like. We like to put olives and nuts in these when we're entertaining and set them out, so they work really well. Notice how well the glass works with the white dishes. And then we have a lot of our ramekins back there, so of course we use that for lots of different things. I have my creamer here. I do not have a sugar dish yet, so I will be getting that at some point and adding a sugar dish to my collection. And the last thing, I just have a couple of white rectangular dishes in the back of different sizes. So these are great for appetizers. This is also great for using as a tray. I can set my cream and sugar dishes on these, or butter dishes, other things I can put on these. These are also good to use as trays around the house. So notice how I'm starting to collect lots of different shapes. That's one of the things I like about the white dishes. There's so many options with shapes and textures and color shades of white to work with, and you can mix white dishes with all of your other dishes or dish patterns very well. So there you have it. I hope you've enjoyed seeing my white dish collection and how I have all of my dishes organized. I hope it gives you a few ideas that you may be able to use in your home. If you like this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up, and if you are not already subscribed, please subscribe and become part of our Inspired Living community. Bye.